Guys, welcome back to the channel. So I came across this story on IG. It is a young lady who basically she write asking for advice as to what to do. What she said is that she regret having sex with her uncle. She is 17 years old, the uncle is 44. Her mom and her went to the uncle house just to do cleaning up and they end up spending the night. Clearly, this gentleman had his intention because when you read what the young lady said, they were watching TV and the gentleman asked if they wanted beer. The mother had beer and she said that the daughter supposed to only have one. When the mother fell asleep, this gentleman went ahead and gave the young lady more than one. She said that at one point she was so sleepy. So say she tipsy, she drunk basically. She went to her bed. This gentleman went into her room and basically taken advantage of this young lady, who was under the influence. His niece, his niece no, you see the reason why I'm speaking about it? Because I realize that these situations they're happening too often here in Jamaica. And I know of them quite frequently, quite well. When you hear some of them, you have to wonder what is going on. What is wrong with these grown ass man? But them can't go out, go look a woman. But them can't go back road or wherever it sell and buy. Why they have to abuse their family members? Now, I remember some time ago, there was this case where a young lady, her mom and her went to live in a family home because they couldn't afford to pay the rent. The mother went to live with her brother, who was the young lady, uncle, his son, stepson, the young lady cousin, and you could call it step's cousin or whatever you want to call that. And the lady, while living there, she get a living job. She had to go and work and she left her daughter in the house with her brother, her nephew, basically with family members. So she believed that everything would have been okay with her child. She never expect that her brother would abuse her child. When you hear of it, what happened? This young lady, the uncle, the cousin, the step cousin or whatsoever you want to call, they all took turns with this child night after night. When the mother found out, the lady said that she wanted to commit suicide because of what happened. She started to blame herself because she said she should have never done that because it was a household of men that she left her child with. But she said she never expect that her brother, her nephew, would do something like that. And the funny thing is that all of them knew what they were doing. When you listen, it seemed like at times they would watch the other taking part and all of that. And I would want to say to young ladies out there who are going through situations like those, because when you listen to this young lady that wrote that article to Dear McCoy, she was saying that she felt disgust. She don't know how to look at her mother. She don't know how she could have done that even though she was drunk. So clearly she's blaming herself. She's not understanding that she was RAPE. And even when you listen to other young ladies who went through similar situation, they blame themselves. And I would want to say, because clearly this young lady, she don't know what to do, I would encourage her, report it. Report the incident. You have places in Jamaica where you can get counseling. The CDA, they can provide counseling to you. You have the Victim Services Division, they can provide counseling to you. The Young the what you call that one, woman association, they can provide counseling. So please, I hope that someone will provide her with the correct advice, report the incident because you're 17. Even though you said that basically you believe that you took part in it. No, you were under the influence. This gentleman, he took an advantage of you. So I hope that somebody out there will basically explain to her that she's not to be blamed for everything that went down. I hope that someone out there will explain to her that she need to go to the police. She need to report it. And every single young ladies who are going through similar situation, please understand you're not to be blamed for these situation. Whenever you find yourself in this, try to find an adult who you can trust to talk to so that person can tell whosoever. So the adults, the family members, they can be all accountable for it. And it is such a shame when you hear of these stories where uncles, brothers, cousins taking part in activities like these with a minor, with a child that they're supposed to look out for. So, people, parents, please understand that no matter what you're going through, make sure that your daughter, not only your daughter, but your son, make sure that whosoever you're leaving them with, is somebody who you can guarantee not going to take advantage of that child. And the sad thing is that really and truly, you can never tell. You can never tell what a person's intention is. So you just have to hope and pray. But make sure that each time you left your child alone, when you come back, you ask them for a report. Oh, what did you do last night? Okay, then did you watch movie? What time you went to bed? Just get an idea of what happened, what they did. If you realize that your child start to act differently, find out what is going on. Try to talk to them. If they don't want to talk to you when they're in the household, take them out of the household. Take them to the mall. Take them, whether it be to Burger King, KFC, Papa, take them somewhere so they can open up to you. And whenever you now find out, don't blame yourself, but ensure that you're there to provide the emotional support to your child because they're going to want it. Make sure that you get the authorities involved. And I hope that this 17-year-old, she will be able to pull through because this is something that is going to affect her for the rest of her life. She will never be able to look at her uncle that crosses again. She will always have it in her mind and she's going to blame herself if she don't get the proper help. So I hope that she will be able to seek it and get it as soon as possible.